Welcome to Motor Authority. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most significant aerospace programs coming out of Russia in recent years, the Tupolev PAK DA. It's not a car or a motorcycle, but when it comes to raw power, precision engineering, and global implications, few machines demand our attention more than this one. The PAK DA, which stands for Perspective Aviation Complex for Long-Range Aviation, is being developed as a replacement for the aging fleet of Tu-95 Baron Tu-160 Blackjack bombers. These Cold War-era aircraft have been modernized over the years, but with stealth, hypersonic missiles, and long-range precision now defining the modern battlefield, Russia knew it needed something entirely new. The PAK DA is that answer. Unlike its predecessors, the PAK DA won't chase supersonic speeds. Instead, it will prioritize stealth and survivability, following a global trend seen in platforms like the American B-2 Spirit and the upcoming B-21 Raider. This is a subsonic, flying wing design built for reduced radar cross-section, designed to penetrate modern air defenses and deliver both nuclear and conventional payloads deep into enemy territory. Let's start with the design. From everything we've seen and heard from defense analysts and leaks coming out of Russia, the PAK DA will feature a flying wing configuration. This kind of structure isn't just about looking futuristic. It's a tried and tested method for minimizing radar signature. By eliminating vertical stabilizers and streamlining the airframe, radar waves are more likely to scatter rather than return a clear signal. It makes the bomber harder to detect, harder to track, and ultimately, harder to shoot down. Internally, the aircraft will carry a mix of strategic weapons. Reports suggest it will be capable of launching new generations of cruise missiles, hypersonic glide vehicles, and, of course, nuclear payloads. In keeping with Russia's doctrine of strategic deterrence, the PAK DA will be able to remain airborne for extended periods, conduct global missions, and strike at intercontinental range, so possibly over 12,000 kilometers without refueling. That's enough to reach virtually any target on Earth from Russian airspace. One of the most critical components of this aircraft is its engine. The power plant is reportedly being developed by the United Engine Corporation, a subsidiary of Rostock. It's expected to be a variant of the NK-32 engine used in the Tu-160, but heavily modified for efficiency and reduced infrared signature. Less heat means less visibility to infrared-guided missiles, which is crucial for stealth operations. And yes, it's expected to be smart. Avionics on the PAK DA are said to be entirely digital, built on Russia's latest glass cockpit standards, incorporating AI-based mission planning, electronic warfare systems, and potentially autonomous operational capability. It's not clear if the PAK DA will ever fly without a pilot, but the groundwork is definitely being laid. Now, let's talk about the timeline. Russia's Ministry of Defense initially pushed for the first prototype flight by 2025, but like most large-scale aerospace programs, delays were expected. As of now, all indicators suggest 2026 will be the year we finally see this stealth bomber take to the skies. Factory tooling has been ongoing at the Kazan Aircraft Production Association, and several sub-assemblies have reportedly been completed. The development pace is methodical, but focused. The broader geopolitical context is just as important as the technical details. With global tensions simmering and NATO expanding its influence, Russia sees the PAK DA as a tool of power projection, a way to ensure it remains a major player on the world stage. When the aircraft is operational, it will likely be used as part of Russia's nuclear triad, standing alongside submarine-launched ballistic missiles and land-based ICBMs. But unlike the cold, silent threat of those systems, the PAK DA is visible, deliberate, and designed to send a message. You might be wondering, How does it compare to the American B-21 Raider? Well, both bombers share a similar stealthy design, similar goals of replacing older airframes, and similar mission capabilities. But there's a philosophical difference. The US is building its bomber for global power projection, integrating seamlessly with satellites, drones, and cyber warfare. Russia, on the other hand, is designing the PAK with strategic defense in mind, preserving its borders, deterring NATO, and maintaining regional influence. That said, these aircraft will inevitably shape the next era of air combat. A key aspect that doesn't get discussed enough is the PAK-DA's potential for modular weapon bays. There's speculation that it may support not just long-range cruise missiles, but also air-launched drones, electronic warfare pods, and even anti-satellite weapons in the future. If that happens, we're looking at more than just a bomber, we're looking at a multi-role platform capable of shifting the balance of power in a conflict. Another important detail is cost. While the exact numbers are classified, estimates put the price tag of each PAK-DA somewhere in the hundreds of millions of dollars. It's expensive, yes, but Russia is banking on the longevity and flexibility of the aircraft to justify that investment. Just like the US has kept the B-52 operational since the 1950s, Russia hopes the PAK-DA will serve well into the 2060s, with upgrades and iterations along the way. The development also brings up serious questions about arms control. With new bombers come new treaties, or the potential collapse of old ones. As of now, there are few limits on strategic bombers under existing arms agreements, but the emergence of next-generation systems on both sides might prompt a fresh look at how global powers manage these technologies. So where does that leave us today? Right now, the Tupolev Design Bureau is continuing work on the airframe, with ground testing of individual components like the engines and radar already underway. Once the first prototype is assembled, we'll likely see taxi tests, then low-speed flight tests, leading up to its full first flight possibly in late 2026. If that flight goes well, Russia could begin serial production before the decade is out. The PAK-DA is more than a military project. It's a message. A message that Russia intends to be heard, and feared, on the global stage. And while much remains shrouded in secrecy, one thing is clear: the age of stealthy, strategic bombers is far from over. Thanks for watching Motor Authority. If you're fascinated by the intersection of technology, strategy, and engineering, or whether it's a missile platform or a hypercar, we've got you covered. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the machines shaping our world. Until next time, stay curious, stay sharp, and we'll see you in the next one.